Salutări și bine ați venit la emisiunile ecomTEAM. Începem seria din 2025 cu o emisiune în care ne concentrăm pe starea piețelor din regiune cu un focus pe Balcani. De ce facem acest lucru? Deoarece invitatul nostru este un expert în e-commerce care cunoaște foarte bine aceste piețe. Îl cheamă Nikola Ilcev, este expert în e-commerce, așa cum am spus, și fondator al evenimentului Balkan e-commerce Summit. Hello Nikola and welcome at ecomTEAM.
Hello, and thank you for your invitation and this big partnership that we're gonna do together.
We are also extremely happy about this partnership, and let's begin by introducing the Balkan e-commerce Summit. For those in the e-commerce industry who are watching and haven't yet participated, what should they know about the event? The main things do you think they should know?
We are doing this event. Actually, it has a longer story of almost 8 years because we started with an event called Sell Successfully in Romania. On this event, we were inviting Romanian businesses to showcase the market in front of Bulgarian businesses which are interested to be on the Romanian market. Fast forward 8 years later, we changed the name to Balkan e-commerce Summit in order to attract more markets from the region. Last year in 2024, we had 1,500 attendees in the largest venue in Bulgaria. People coming from more than 17 markets because obviously our region is not interesting only from companies and businesses from around, but also for businesses from Central and Western Europe. The reason for that is the markets there are oversaturated. They're dominated by big players. So small and mid-sized businesses are looking for opportunities. And now they see our region as a big opportunity. With that being said, the event is interesting for three main reasons. The first one, we are bringing speakers from all over the world. This year, one of the co-founders of Booking.com, an ex-CEO of Electronic Arts, the founder of SiteTuners.com, and many other very interesting speakers. The second reason is that we are doing a huge expo. You can imagine hundreds of exhibitors, service providers mainly, from logistics, packaging, fintech companies, digital agencies, developers, all kind of SaaS solutions, and many more. And the third reason is that we are doing something called one-on-one networking sessions. This is like a huge area of tables and chairs in which the attendees are able to book a slot and have a meeting with potential partner, client, or whoever. Everything is managed by a specific application which gives you time frames. It reserves the table for you, and it goes very smoothly.
So the next edition is in April at the end of the...
April 29th and 30th, Arena Sofia, Bulgaria. So whoever wants to be part of it is more than welcome to register through the website of the event, balkanecommerce.com, and join it.
Okay, until the event, we will rely on your experience, and for local entrepreneurs who are eager to expand on different markets, you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs from all these Balkan markets, and let's start discussing about if there are significant differences in consumer habits across these various markets in the Balkan region, because you mentioned before that in the Western, there are already companies that are promoting themselves in those countries like Romania, also in Bulgaria. Help us to understand, if I am an e-commerce entrepreneur, do you see many differences?
Well, if you see it from the first sight, there are not so many differences. I can say that all the markets around are quite similar. Of course, we have to say about the difference between EU countries and non-EU countries. Yeah. So in the world of EU countries, which are Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, it's Croatia, it's quite easy to do business. It's not as easy if we as European citizens, we want to sell our goods or do some business in the non-European countries such as North Macedonia, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Albania. But in terms of behavior of the customer, it's quite similar. Of course, we have to mention something very important here. Even if the markets are similar in terms of they're price-oriented, the customers are willing to, let's say, touch the product first and then make the payment, because we are living in the land of the cash on delivery.
Yeah, of course. Unfortunately.
Yeah. We use different tools than the customers in Central and Western Europe, but we have to say something very important. If you are a business from, let's say, Romania that wants to get on the Bulgarian or Hungarian market, you need to understand that every market has its specifics in terms of, you need a partner, a local partner, to translate a little bit the situation, the landscape for you. I always give this funny example. I'm a Bulgarian guy. I live in Ruse. Ruse is on the border with Romania, just 45 kilometers from Bucharest. And I oftenly visit Bucharest with my family. We go to some of the shopping malls here. We go to some places like Caru cu Bere, let's say, to have ciorba de burtă. And my Romanian friends are saying, Nikola, this is super touristic place. You don't go to have the best ciorba de burtă to that place. There are so many other places. And by the way, you have the soup there cheaper. So in this translated into the business world, into the business segment, obviously there are much better ways to promote your product. There are much easier, let's say, platforms to use when you go to a certain market. So if you are willing to be on a new market, you definitely need a local partner. You definitely need to understand the local landscape and to make sure that you adapt your messaging, your advertisement, your offering, your website, and everything according to the understanding of that community you are targeting.
Is also this kind of fear, let's say, of if you are a small entrepreneur, I've seen talking about that your products don't fit, might not be suitable for these markets. Help us understand, is the product does the product matters that much? You don't have to worry that your product not find its place in the Balkan markets?
Well, this is kind of easy to understand if you do a proper research in the beginning, which also goes through a partner, in my opinion. But if you do a proper research, then either you take out all the fear that you have, because the research will show that your product is suitable for the market, or if you see that there is some sort of a issue, some sort of a complication, let's say, then maybe you have to adjust a little bit. But I don't think you have to be afraid. There are so many different types of people, so many different types of communities that are looking for different products. And I can bring so many examples of successful businesses coming from Bulgaria to Romania, or from Romania to Bulgaria. By the way, from Romania to Bulgaria, there are much more because the Romanian market is much more mature. There are many big players here who are, for them it's much easier to get to a new market. So I don't see a reason for someone to be afraid or to have any fears to get into a new market. A product is a product. If a product is selling well in Romania, then I don't see a reason why it's not possible for the product to be sold in Bulgaria, Hungary, or Greece.
So you're talking about the importance of the research and also the market testing. It's very important for the entrepreneurs because you can see some entrepreneurs that started to sell in Bulgaria, but after 3 or 4 months they decided to retreat from the market. Is this also
Of course, testing is very important. Also, adjusting is very important. And I will say it again. If you see some troubles in your sales, if you see not enough volume, if you don't see enough traction of everything that you do, don't just give up. Try to speak with somebody local. Try to understand what is going on. Maybe try to for sure you do some sales in the beginning. Maybe you can give a call, or maybe you can have a Bulgarian partner or a local partner to give a call to those customers of yours and understand, okay, do you like the product? Do you see it valuable? Do you use it oftenly? Or what will be the reason for you to return the product if you have that opportunity? So you understand the local behavior, the local sense of things.
Looking forward on this cross-border selling, how eager are online stores? You mentioned about Romania that are sending more parcels to Bulgaria, but how eager are online stores in the region to embrace these cross-border sales? And particularly if you see a specific country that stands out as a leader in this trend.
For sure, the leader is Romania. I can give it, and I can prove it with numbers and hundreds of examples, because we see Romanian e-shop businesses are going abroad in variety of countries like Hungary, Poland, Czech, also Croatia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, of course. For them, Bulgaria is the easiest market to penetrate. But in terms, in order to answer your question, I see a much bigger interest nowadays. And my explanation for this is that most probably some of the businesses, they hit some sort of a ceiling in their home market, or they reach the maximum, the most potential for their products. And instead of looking for new products or opening new categories, it's much easier to test a new market. Nowadays, we see easy use of a variety of courier services. I mean, in the past, the couriers were delivering goods from Bulgaria to Romania for like 3-4 days or something like this. Now, your package can be delivered next day to the next country, to the country which is close to yours. Payments, very easy. Money transfer, very easy. So with the evolvement of those services, of course, the e-commerce trading between those countries becoming easier and easier. And yes, answering your questions, a lot of businesses are eager to try new markets, and it's much easier than opening new categories.
So you say Romania is a leader not only when it comes to deliveries in Bulgaria, in the deliveries in the region.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very good, because in some events or meetings, maybe we are being too pessimistic when we are talking about the Romanians going abroad.
Well, if you see the numbers in terms of market size, in terms of population buying online, in terms of different stores selling abroad, Romania is the leader in our region.
Very nice. Moving forward to an important topic nowadays and the last years also, the Asian players and the impact they have in the region. Do you see, or do you expect them to maintain an aggressive approach also in this year?
Well, we see Asian platforms, pushing harder in different areas of the digital world, not only in e-commerce. Now we see different AI tools. Now we see different social media platforms entering different markets. So obviously, especially Chinese players are very aggressive. And yes, I expect them to be as aggressive as they are so far, or maybe even more aggressive on our markets. But to be honest, I don't see why businesses should be afraid of this, because first of all, we have, as a local players, we have lots of advantages which we can offer to our customers. Faster delivery, warranties, longer warranties, or warranties in general, because what we see for, let's say, electronics or consumer goods or something like this, these guys are not offering any kind of warranty. Yeah, they do offer to return your money if there is a problem with your package, but this goes for your first or second order maximum. If you have a serious problem later on, nobody knows how exactly they will deal with the issue. So warranties, additional services, of course, help over the phone, because especially for the elderly population, people over, let's say, 45, 50 years, they are not so used to chatting with a bot or opening a ticket through an email. They prefer to take the phone and call the company and resolve the issue. I don't see this happening with the Chinese platform. So yeah, the local players have lots of advantages, and they have to focus on that. And of course, those big players from the East, they don't offer luxury goods. They don't offer well customized, high quality goods. So
Yet, maybe later.
well, I'm expecting that to shift, and their strategy to change a bit. But as I said, local businesses are having many advantages, and they have to focus on that one.
So a great customer experience remains an advantage for the local.
Always. This is like the underline of everything. And when we have meetings in Bulgaria, when we have events, and when somebody asks, not only me, but any kind of experts in the field, what is the one thing that you suggest? We are always saying exclusively well done customer support and customer experience, because this is what actually the end customers want. They want to feel special. They want to feel well treated, and each problem to be responded according to their expectations.
You mentioned before the impact of the Asian and Chinese players on different industries, and nowadays is a very interesting parallel that DeepSeek versus OpenAI was like the same approach was Temu or Shane in the e-commerce industry, and moving forward to this AI thing, there's no more, let's say, a buzzword in the e-commerce, if I'm right. What is your perspective on this role of AI in e-commerce? Are there, let's say, already tangible results, or are we still in experimental stages?
Well, there are companies that are still in the experimental stage, and there are much more advanced organizations. So let's be honest here, and maybe this short explanation will be useful for the audience. So the big power of AI is that it processes a lot of information pretty fast. So this is the concept. What we're seeing nowadays is most of the businesses are using AI on a super basic level. Maybe writing some content, maybe producing some images or short videos or something like this. The big change will come when more and more companies adopt these AI tools and implement them in their software tools, or any kind of developments that they do. For example, I recently met a company that is doing conversion rate optimization for e-com shops, and they adopted AI solutions. And actually now they can, instead of having screen recordings, and instead of making shop owners go to screen recording and see what is the behavior of their clients, the AI is observing all the data, all the information, and it suggests, like, okay, the button is not with the proper size, or the text is not aligned properly, and it gives you solutions. So the more companies implement AI deeply into their solutions, the better. So this will happen, in my opinion, soon, for the next 1 to 2 years, and we will see big changes in lots of businesses.
Beyond AI, in conclusion, looking at the Balkan region, what trends do you think will leave the greatest marks, let's say, on the e-commerce area in 2025?
In my opinion, 2025 will be the year of, especially for our region, adopting the social commerce, the so-called social commerce, the one that we saw in China in the last few years, the one that is now heavily entering the US market. through platforms like TikTok, Red Note, and all the other, of course, Chinese platforms. And I'm expecting to see, I saw some companies try to do that. Obviously, even some Romanian companies are having social shopping events quite regularly.
You also include here the live shopping.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. In my opinion, the proper term for it should be social shopping. Because in China, for example, both social medias and live shopping apps are already the same. I mean, they merge together. So I'm expecting this to happen also in our region, and people will be able to sell directly through TikTok or YouTube Shorts or similar platforms and formats. In my opinion, the influencers will have huge power in the following years, because people like to follow advices from somebody famous, somebody important, let's say, and this is what I'm expecting to be the highlight of 2025, a bigger adoption of social commerce.
Also, do you think it will continue the battle on price in various markets or in various, let's say, industries of the e-commerce or type of goods?
Well, we're on the Balkans. We like to have discounts. We would like to have a good price for pretty much everything. And of course, this is why big platforms for price comparison exist, because the customers in our region, they prefer to go somewhere and to find something, if not much cheaper, at least with a few lei or leva or whatever the currency is cheaper, and to get it on a best deal possible.
Nikola, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you here at the ecomTEAM show, and we are looking forward to the Balkan e-commerce summit in April. We will be there with Nikola, and we can't wait to meet a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs and e-commerce experts. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for the invitation, and I look forward to see you at Balkan e-commerce summit and also in our next meeting in this nice studio.
Emisiunea ecomTEAM de astăzi se încheie aici. Cu Nikola ne vom revedea trimestrial pentru a discuta despre starea industriei în regiune. Nu uitați că avem 2 evenimente importante de e-commerce în următoarele luni. Ne vedem pe 12 martie la ecomTEAM Fashion and Beauty, ce are loc la Apollo 111 în București, iar pe 29 și 30 aprilie la Balkan e-commerce Summit în capitala Bulgariei, la Arena Sofia. Nu uitați să ne urmăriți și pe LinkedIn și pe Facebook, dar și să vedeți ce scriem pe wallstreet.ro. Pe data viitoare!